Welcome to CHSE Economics. This is MGM. We are going to study about the types of elasticity of demand. See, there are 5 different types of elasticity of demand. 1. Perfectly elastic demand, EP is equal to infinitive. Then perfectly inelastic demand, that is equal to EP is equal to 0. And relatively elastic demand, that is equal to ED is greater than 1. And relatively inelastic demand, here EP or ED both you can say, is smaller than 1. And then unitary elasticity of demand, it is EP or you can say ED is equal to 1, right? Now we will study how does this has been done from each graph. Okay students, ready for that? Let us first know what is perfectly elastic demand. See the answer. The demand is said to be perfectly elastic when any change in price brings a greater change, means infinitive, unlimited change in quantity demand. As shown in the graph, you can see the DD is the demand curve which is unlimited, but it is parallel to OX axis. But here the price, whatever may be, little change brings greatest change in demand. For example, demand for some vegetables or demand of all comfortable and luxurious goods are always happens to be elastic, because any change in the price that will bring an unlimited change in its demand for over a time. Because that's why this here EP or ED is equal to infinitive, means unlimited demand comes here. Then you see this is perfectly inelastic demand. Here what happens, any change in price brings no change in quantity demand. Whatever may be the change in price, higher or lower, the demand remains constant, is equal to 0. For example, take the case of demand for salt and medicine. Either the price rise or fall matters not, the demand will be always 0, means doesn't change. And here see DD is the demand curve, the red line one, which is parallel to Y axis here. Okay, so all the demand for necessary goods, like as I have said, medicines, salt, rice, etc., happens to be always inelastic. That means any change in price here brings no change in quantity demand. Next we will go for a unitary elastic demand. Here ED is equal to 1, or PED means price elasticity demand is equal to 1. That means here you can see that any change in the, that means the percentage change in the price brings the same percentage change in the demand for the commodity here. Okay, now you can see the graph here. Here the demand price P1 is equal to D1, right? For example, here 5% change in the price of sugar will bring exactly 5% change in the demand for sugar. So what happens here? The change in price and change in demand happens to equal. That's why it is equal to 1. Now, relatively elastic demand. Here you mark the PED or ED is greater than 1. Here what happens? The percentage change in price brings greater percentage change in demand. That means suppose there is a 5% change in the price of sugar. It will bring 10 or 15% change in the percentage change in the quantity demand. So we are measuring here the percentage change in the price and the percentage change in demand. Now see the graph here. P1, this is the price, how much distance, Q and Q1, how much distance you can see. By this you can measure that the change in demand Q1 is greater than change in price P1. Okay, that it implies that the percentage change in demand here is greater than that of the percentage change in price. So this is unitary elastic demand. Now relatively inelastic demand. Here you see PED or ED is smaller than 1. That means here you mark the change in price and change in demand. That is the percentage change in price and percentage change in demand. Now, for example, take the case of sugar. If the percentage change in sugar, price of the sugar is 5% and the demand here, percentage change in demand is only 2%. Now, less than that. That means you can see here PP dash the change in price and QQ dash is the change in quantity demand, which is smaller than that of the price. So the percentage of change in demand here is less than that of the percentage change in price. So here ED is smaller than 1. So students, these are the 5 different types of elasticity of demand. So far we have studied. See, all the 5 graphs are here one by one. You can just draw like this and prepare your own notes regarding the price elasticity of demand and its types. Okay students, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe.